Welcome back, welcome back. You guys doing all right? Think I am. I'm breathing. Still got my crib. Still got my job. So that's good. Still have a chance to do things. I'd like to start off with all love and all praise to the Most High. This is difficult for me to speak about. It's, as a black man talking to black people, or anyone, about our problems, it's not always fun. And trying to give answers and not really have a total outlook on things, that's not fun either. I know I'd be having answers or solutions. What I think are solutions, But I think solutions are like opinions. We all got them. Now, what I want to talk about is our predicament and how we've been in this predicament for far too long for it to make sense. No matter what it is that causes our problem. To be divided. It has to stop. Now, we're in a very unique time where we kind of understand what's going on, but nobody knows what to do, right? And the ones before us, they focused on education and all that, so I don't want to do that. I'm tired of hearing we need to be smarter when we're some of the smartest people in America. They only show the idiots. I was thinking about how the ones that came before us, they had it hard. Quite frankly, I don't know what's harder. I used to like to say they had it harder because, they had to deal with the immediate reality of the situation. Violence. But then I learned about technology, all the wonderful things men have learned. And the tricks they play on us. They replaced the violence and made us do it. We do it for them. Then all the semantics with words. And reasons why you can't have this. Why you can't do that. And then just being broke. But actually not being broke. Individually, we're broke. But together, we're so rich. And it really makes me angry. A couple of years back, I heard some statistics on black spending. And I never knew how much money we spend. You know, when you're individual, you're broke in your mind. You don't think about it really like that, or at least a lot of us don't. But to find out that we spend billions of dollars on things we don't need, that upsets me. That's not including the things we do need. That's not including the extra dollar you want to just spend for no reason because you're already, you got like $3 left. You're like, yeah, I might as well just buy this extra Gatorade or whatever. Little things like that. The wasting money over and over on cheap technology, cheap shit, and it breaks, and then you gotta buy it over and over and over, and then you finally realize, let me just buy the really expensive thing real quick because it's gonna last longer. Countless name brand stuff that doesn't mean anything to you, has no significance to your life. You're wearing another name of a family. And like, I thought about how watching documentaries and different things about how groups of people come here and they go through the bullshits. Wasn't fair really for anybody when they came here. We had a really unfair advantage, but they make everybody go through the gauntlet. There's a gauntlet to go through regardless of who you are. And I've watched so many of them like deal with certain things. They're like, they ain't gonna help us on this. So they just help themselves on it. They just do it themselves. I'm not gonna act like, all the times we did try, they stopped it. Black Panthers, food programs, and all that other shit, trying to get our kids books. Actually, men that aren't smart and teachers, but they knew certain things they learned, so they go and teach the kids. The women of their community would go to the community centers and start realizing my kid don't know much, so let me spend some extra time with him. And since I don't really know what I'm doing, because I'm a kid that had a kid, that was born from a kid that had a kid, well, let me take the help that I can from these men. The only men that came down to help us. Our men. Broke men. See, when you go back and look at when they were doing this, you're going to find out there was men that had money. And you're going to ask the question I asked. Why didn't they do it? Mr. High Value fucking man. Mr. I'm educated. I went to college. Niggas been going to college for so long. Niggas been making money for so long. Niggas own things for so long. Seems like they can't do what us regular niggas could do. Doesn't make sense, really. When all you gotta do is, go there and teach. Do what you can. You got more education. Shit. You understand structure of things, supposedly. You went to college. Then I started looking at all the leaders and, certain men that, did things. And they were jailbirds and regular men. Then I look back in the past and seen all these men that did all these things that led to, us being over. I'm talking about past those times, ancient times and shit, hundreds of years, thousands of years ago. And it always is regular niggas. It's never these fucking alpha, super duper, fucking I'm well off. You niggas just sit there. It's always the ones on the bottom that change things. Why? I really want to know. And at the same time, I don't care. I've grown tired of worrying about things that won't solve anything, even if I did know. What I do know is, if no one's gonna help us, and life's getting really harder, you know, we need to do what we've already done. Come together. The thing is, we don't do it because we watch those documentaries and shit. And the trick of making you afraid to do it again, it works. You see, that was the point of hangings. That was the point of the time of the Romans, putting people on the cross. The time of Vladimir the Impaler, putting people on spikes. It's so you won't do things. But the things they don't want you to do is, tear shit to pieces and fucking act up. That's why they do that. Because they're like, all right, well, when I let you free, you better remember, motherfucker, you not like us. And, I realized since they did that and then they stopped doing that, and then the ones that came after them, they did what they did, and then they did the bullshits and setups and the jail and the drugs, and we survived through that. So I think we gotta try to come together again. And since we know it's a circle, then we should know what's gonna happen. Except now we have what our ancestors didn't, these fucking cameras. If you haven't realized, the only way anything stays the way it was is because nobody got to say nothing, and the people that did say something couldn't say it to the people that mattered. See, things change when everybody knows what the people are doing. And
Boss man, can you just tell me the hours for today?
10 to 6. No problem, man.
Yeah, they're gonna open in 15 minutes.
So, it's like, I learned from the ancestors. I learned from the ones that came directly before us 50 years ago. I learned from the ancient people of the old days. I learned from the Africans and the Indians and the Chinese and all these people around the world dealing with these type of problems. And sometimes all that extra actually acting like you tough shit, that ain't gonna work. To me, I always see it like they. It's like what old men say about the wives back in the day. We want you in the house, but we want you over there. We want you to talk, but when I say shut the fuck up and know your place. That's how I feel like they treat us. They treat us like that. Like, listen, nigga, we came over here, we married you, nigga. You ours. And that's it. Shut the fuck up and go in the corner, nigga, until you could get the fuck away. Until you divorce us and go marry somebody else. You're mine. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. And I'm like, alright. I'm gonna go in that corner and I'm gonna be the most bitter bitch you ever seen in your life until you let me out that fucking house. I'm gonna make you divorce me, nigga. make you divorce. I'm gonna make you give me away. Sound the horns. And how the wives do that. You don't have to break the law and fucking, I gotta do dumb shit. Nah, the wife start doing that real shit. Like, alright, let me find out this nigga cheating so I could get video footage of shit. I'm gonna get this nigga was that way when we go to the courts, you know what I mean? They gonna see, they already gonna know what this nigga doing. I'm gonna roast his ass. He better not be cheating on his taxes. He better not be cheating on nothing. He better not do nothing. And I'm in your house, nigga. Oh, I'm walking around looking at every crevice in this motherfucker. You better not have nothing wrong, nigga. I'm calling Border Patrol. I'm calling, safety. Oh, the building fuck. I'm calling safety on your ass. You ain't treating me right. I'm calling child services on you. You ain't treating the children right. Their malnutrition's up in this motherfucker. Like, y'all don't realize that's what we gotta do. Running our mouths and voting and all that, so man, ain't none of that shit going to work, nigga. Like, we gotta approve so we can get this divorce going. You know, get our names back. Oh, Lord. The Lord be having these fucking crazy jokes come out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go get our father's name back. We done married these niggas. We got 2 different niggas' names. We gotta go find our father's name, dog. We disrespected, you know, like the rules of the commandments, honor thy mother and thy father. We're not named after our people, so we're not named after our forefathers. We disrespect them every single day we breathe. We can't even honor the Lord. Do you understand that? We are forbidden to honor the Lord. We cannot fulfill that commandment because, you know, the second commandment says, or one of the, I forgot exactly which one it is. Don't, Lord, you know what I mean. Honor thy mother and thy father long days on their land. We don't name ourselves after our forefathers, so we disrespect them, and we don't know where we're from, so we can't even wish our people long life on their land. So do you see how we can't follow the Lord? I love the Lord. Jesus with me. Jesus, I love Jesus. 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 You can't even fucking follow the shit, dog. What the fuck you talking about? That's why I laugh at half you dudes that read the Bible and talk all that dumb shit. I'll smash you to dust with the 10 commandments, nigga. I prove you a heathen with the 10 commandments and you don't know what the fuck you talking about. All your schooling. I went to school and I did. A nigga sat down and actually thought about what the fuck he was reading for mad years and said, wait up. I'm a fucking heathen and I can't even not be. I can't even say I'm really with the shits because there's certain things I cannot do. That's the 10 commandments, homie. We worrying about Leviticus laws and we gotta dress right, we gotta eat right, we gotta we don't even, what the fuck, nigga? We can't even get our women to actually understand that wearing your natural hair is beautiful. We have to argue with our women and actually put it in their head like, yo, the wig shit is the Showtime shit. I don't want to see you with another nations of people hair. And I understand you with like Egyptian times and the makeup and the wigs, you've been doing it and all that. But dog, you can't, we have to explain things to our women that should be a natural, regular thing. Our little girls are putting on wigs at 11 and 12 years old. 11 and 12. Put makeup on. With booty choker shorts and shit. Like, we teach our children not to even like their own hair. And then the saddest thing is, you know what's real fucked up? Every fucking black baby I ever get born on like internet shit and people show their kids off. What's the first thing everyone says? Oh my god, their hair is so beautiful. And she's gonna cover it up most of her life. Her skin's so beautiful. She's gonna cover it up most of her life. You're gonna bleach your beautiful hair a different color, and it'll never be the same again. And then run your funky ass mouth and say, we the original people that don't even originally do anything. Everything we do is not original anymore. We had to make shit up off of what we have. And a lot of it ain't what we made up. Niggas made the shit up and they look like us and they said, yeah, now do it, nigga. I'm not beef for the shenanigans no more, bro. We need to understand that life is not fair and it doesn't need to be. We need to understand that when we actually come together and protect ourselves and start videotaping everybody. See, we gotta be like the Truman Show. The only way we can get left alone is to prove everything that everyone does to us, and then hope that the police and the government actually will, with evidence and nothing but proof, they'll actually have to do their jobs. We live in a time of, we always lived in a time of, if you don't prove it happened, well, it ain't happening. Like, I just listened to some guy talk about, he lives in Crenshaw, LA, or some, over there, and how it was really all mainly black, and now it's not, and there's a lot of gangs over there now, fucking threatening them, and he's talking about they getting off. They're taking people. I said, yo, what the fuck? I said, yo, my people ain't even smart enough to start videotaping this shit like the 60s and 70s when everybody was pounding on us. We'll literally just let this shit happen and talk about it on YouTube instead of fucking, when this shit's going on, videotape this shit and be like, yo, I think motherfuckers is trying to be racist and they're trying, like, they're taking us out. But you know what happens if two niggas start fighting? You videotape it. When two niggas start shooting at you, you'll videotape it, so the cops can come get your brother. Not saying, criminals, but why is it we let everybody else pound us and we don't prove they're doing it? But when we do anything to each other, hey, look, we all niggas. Look, I'm gonna get 1 million YouTube. I'm gonna get 1,000 fucking likes off this. It's a sickness. It really is. Like, a lot of us have sicknesses and mental problems where it's not, oh, I'm crazy. No, you can't see the truth. You don't see what's really, and you don't give a shit. Some of us don't give a shit. Some of us are hopeless and we see the odds and they're like, yo, bro, there's nothing we can do, dog. They're just gonna smash us to dust. So they're like, I don't care. That's what makes a lot of dudes traitors. They seen how overwhelming this shit really is. They see what happens to anybody that tries to step the fuck up and be a leader. You're going bye-bye. They're so good now, and there's so much technology. Anybody that even tries to assume that position, they'll just ruin your life. They'll just ruin you. Black people believe anything, and only thing that all they gotta do is just, they could do anything now, bro. This technology with this fucking fake, having a person stand right next to you but they're not there shit, like, black people we don't even know. We don't even think shit like that's real yet. They done showed us fucking green screens and crisis actors and all this creep. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? I don't care about trying to prove nothing real. Or I don't care about what's going on in the world no more. I don't care about nothing no more, bro. I care about shit's getting crazy, shit's getting harder, and if anything bad happens, a war, lights out, I know for a fact that everybody over here is going to help their people. Because in dangerous situations like that, that's what you're gonna do. You know? And if nobody else can help you, then that's all you have to rely on is you and your people. We can't even get along with each other. I literally watched a video of myself being so mad at black women that I said in the video, I was like, yo, let there be a disaster. I won't help you motherfuckers, bro. I'm just gonna try to survive myself. Cause ain't none of you give a fuck about helping me survive in this shit right now. Y'all won't look at me, y'all won't fucking nothing. Y'all won't give me a smile or nothing so I can at least feel good as a man, but other nations of women do. That's asking too much is for you to fucking smile at me and acknowledge that I exist. I want to say hi to you and that's it and keep it moving. I know you don't want to be with me. You got your business suit on and shit. I'm a dusty ass sweeper. I know you I ain't gonna stand no fucking chance being with you. But goddamn, you can say hi to me. Cause if another motherfucker punch you in your face right in front of me, the first thing your dusty ass gonna do is look up, look for black men, see me, and be like, you ain't gonna help? Nah, just like you ain't gonna say hi to me. Why the fuck should I put my life on the line for somebody that can't even say hi to me? Too much. We're so divided. Like, we're so divided, bro. I run a fucking YouTube channel where I speak for getting black couples together that are doing good. And I'm not even a man that qualifies for you. I don't make enough money. I don't have a good background in the family and all this other shit. So I should not even give a shit. All my shit should be just me talking about the Lord and whatever. But I'm fucking spending hours and months now talking about black women, trying to school yous up on regular stuff like, yo, the good men that are out there, why are you passing them up and then gonna be complaining later on? Not saying like there aren't other men, you know, but the more of us that get the message out, the more of you that spread the message. Because you ain't gonna listen to us, but when one of us get through to you, one of you will say it to one of you, and then you'll be like, well, yeah, it kind of makes sense, girl. Even though you heard us say it to you your whole life. We need to start figuring out how to put our money together. Or what we need to do is make a king. Not choose one that they give us. We need to make someone a king. Meaning, not he rules over us and shit, but we gotta start making other motherfuckers. You know, we gotta make one of us rich. Rich as hell. One of us have to invent something and all of us have to buy it. All of us. Get it? We have to get somebody up there. If we can fucking generate billions of dollars to go buy Nikes and cigarettes and liquor, you mean you can't drink and you can't buy one pair of fucking Nikes? One pair of Jordans? You can't buy something from your brother, your sister. I don't give a fuck which one of us invents something. I don't care what it is. We need a good-hearted person. We need somebody that we know's good and make them rich. We already have too many rich niggas and they don't do nothing. We can't change the laws and everything and Well, we can start using money to try. You know? Can we put some of these fucking governors in our pocket for fucking crying out loud? And I'm not talking illegally. People get these people to do things for them because they're like, I'll donate to you. Well, when we take a year's worth of fucking jigaboo money and say we got $6 billion, you want to represent us? Or you want to represent them? These people are so fucking greedy, they'll represent us. They don't give a shit. Or they won't. And then we'll prove that the whole system's against us. Because who the fuck ain't gonna take $6 billion, nigga? That's the biggest come up any one of them niggas will ever see in their life. And it'll be the biggest thing that ever happened in history. Now, somehow they'll make it illegal and, somehow fucking, somehow, even though everybody else already does things, it'll be illegal when we do it. All these black niggas didn't put this mayor in the pocket so they actually get jobs. And the thing they actually signed is, all the things they want is, we're going to do things on our own, right? We're going to do things on our own. We're going to make our own name and nation. And since all of our forefathers got raped for all that money, the slavery and all these inventions, and you're never going to give reparations, we know it. Well, all of us that are those people that got robbed, not you, I'm just black because I'm here, niggas. No. If you don't descend from them torches, you don't get this. Never pay taxes ever. Ever on anything ever again. Give us something. We have to get them to give us something. They're not going to give us nothing where we can surpass people. So we have to get something where we're still going to be where we are, but we can control ourselves. We can govern ourselves. We can start like that man that built a machine that can make fresh water out of the air. Then we can start putting those guys on. You get it? And then when we start building Atlanta up and all these other places that we live, and we build multiple machines like that, and then we start figuring out other things, and everybody's cities is looking the way they look, and they start looking at us like, yo, them niggas is, yo. Get it? And then they'll come to us and say, how did you do that? And then we'll say, all right, we're going on TV and we won't make another deal. We'll give you our technology, but we want more freedom. And we're going to start establishing that no one's like us. And if you want to keep on getting all these things that like the microphone, the lights, and the heaters and the refrigerators, all those inventions we can never claim and get paid for, we can't take shit back. Well, all that's going to be obsolete one day. And the further we keep pushing into this technology, you're going to run into another bump, and you're going to need somebody to invent something that makes it all work. And we got them by the balls. We always had them by the balls. We're just too stupid to realize it. Slavery, they only got money because we were doing all the work. If we just said, all right, we're not doing anything, we're going to make sure you can't beat the other side of the world and become a fucking superpower. We could have just revolted. You get it? But we didn't. Because, you know what happens when you don't work. Anyway, we got to figure out something, man. All love, all praise to the Most High. I don't think it's against the law to actually come together and start, like, doing things for each other. Not yet. So, I suggest we figure it out. Even if it's in small groups, we don't need to do this in a big, big way. We need to start understanding that, the country is changing. And as it changes, the citizens and people need to change with it. So you can fit into the whatever that it's creating itself into. Because it seems like we're getting to the point where the split of technology and people that don't want to live in technology is happening, where you're going to live in technology or you get away from all